Come on in, everybody. We hope you're out there this morning. Let me throw this banner up right here. No chat reading today. This program was pre-recorded. Thanks, though. We appreciate you tuning in. Hope you hit that like button or that love button and follow along with us. We're going to take a look at a couple of creepy magazines. Older, original creepy magazines. So we're glad you're here. We hope you come along for the ride. There's some great artwork ahead, and we'll see you after our opening, which is right here.
What was that? This is not a charade. We need total concentration. Now, once again, this time, with the...
That's right, folks. It's the Comics by Night for Friday, the 3rd of November, 2023. It's Friday, Glenn.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Glenn is here. Allison is here.
Yep, I'm
here. We hope
here.
you had a great Halloween and a great October. We hope your November is even better. And we're just here to look at some great comics. So glad you're here, too. I got 2 issues here ready to go. Issue 7 and issue 27. So issue 7 has a great Frazetta cover. Actually, both of them are great Frazetta covers. But that's just such a great cover. Little ding here on the spine. So thought this is a reading
Is this
copy.
from the early 70s, this stuff?
Early 70s, I believe, yeah. Yep. Number 7. Oh man, wrong glasses this morning. Give me a second here. That indicia is the type on that indicia is almost as big as those Conan books I was telling you about earlier. Number 7. Looking for a date here, not finding it. Copyright. Looking for a copyright, and there it is, 1965.
65?
Damn.
65.
They didn't know they were making them then. I thought they were later.
Yeah.
No, that's what it's 1965.
Wow.
It's number 7. 1965. They were kicking out Eries and Creepies, and this particular issue has got a great roster of artists.
I'd have lost $1 million on that program for that.
Yep, same.
Reed Crandall, Frank Frazetta, of course, did the cover. Roy Krenkel, Al McWilliams, Gray Morrow, Joe Orlando, John Severin.
John Severin, yeah.
Angelo Torres, Alex Toth, and Al Williamson. How you like that? That's why I love looking through these old creepies. It's an all-star cast here.
Some talent there.
Yeah. Great stuff. Well, Warren had the pick, because he was doing this kind of work right at the right time. The Comic Code Authority was in full swing, and it was hard to get a job.
Was he paying a higher page rate than Marvel and DC?
I am not sure, but I would imagine he wasn't paying much, but he was paying competitive rates. Especially considering the quality of the work that he got.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because Crandall and Krenkel were both doing advertising, I think, at this point. Freelancing. And he had his pick of the EC stable.
Of course, yeah.
Because they were all out. Everybody was out looking for work.
That was it.
This is Thunder Agents was a little bit after this, I think.
67 Thunder Agents, yeah.
Yeah, a couple years after this.
Wow. I mean, there were some people on board that, wasn't there?
Yeah. Also had a huge talent pool. Angelo Torres here. Story written by Archie Goodwin. The Duel of the Monsters. It's great. Shot.
Different from his Mad work as well.
Very.
Angelo, yeah.
I would never have thought it was Torres.
I think he did a lot of comic strip work before he did work for Mad. A lot of, because it's very Williamson-esque.
Yeah, I would never have said Torres on that.
Yeah,
that's good though.
So all of those guys had this beautiful line work, near realism as they could get style for the comic strips. Secret Agent X9 and Modesty Blaze started up during this period.
I often wonder sometimes, in that period, whether these guys sort of did a different style to be anonymous from their main check.
I don't know.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that.
Because I think was it Giacoya who was wasn't he Frankie Ray on Shield before while he was working for DC, and then he went over to Marvel and was Frank Giacoya. Well,
he was probably hiding the fact he was getting work from the competitor.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why he used an assumed name.
Well, I would just wonder if these guys were using slightly different styles. So they would.
That might be. Yeah. So there's a couple of guys in here that look familiar that have unusual names. That were working for Warren. So I was going through Monster Antonio. There's some more unusual names, but very recognizable styles. And nobody wanted to lose the gigs that especially being freelance.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
And it wouldn't surprise me at all that everybody knew what they were doing, but just turned a blind eye because they wanted them to work for them.
Well, except for the big bosses.
Editors must have known.
Yeah. But you never know. It took Lee and Kirby got busted by Stan, and Martin Goodman didn't know that they had been working for DC. They were getting double and triple rates. Or Simon Kirby, yeah.
It's Simon Kirby, yeah.
Did I say Lee and Kirby? Sorry.
You did, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Simon and Kirby they had created Captain America, and Goodman was all real happy for that. They went over to DC, got paid twice as much to create Boy Commandos and Newsboy Legion.
But they only did that because he wasn't fulfilling his promise, was he? He promised a piece of the action on Captain America, and he didn't give them
that, and they were getting poop rates. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the spot blacks on these things is utterly amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah,
fabulous.
Yeah,
just phenomenal. But this is that era, I don't think that the undergrounds and not the undergrounds, but the alternative comics of the 80s and 90s would have been what they were if it wasn't for a lot of these Warren magazines and the underground movement showing you what you could do in black and white.
Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, just looking at the use of the blacks in there and the rendering is amazing.
Yeah. This here is all line work. The background. All line work, great negative space there.
And that shadow as well of the guy singing, that's all hatching, isn't it?
Little touch of ink wash. Just to break things apart.
Went out of focus.
Great backgrounds. That's my hand, bro.
Yeah, that's back in focus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Logitech. What can I say? What can I tell you?
Sorry, my DSLR camera is a pain in the ass sometimes to get it to focus right. And I know how to set the focus on it. It's still a pain in the ass.
But supposedly has autofocus. So
yeah, it's never good.
Looks all right from here.
Oh no, this looks fine here. Yeah. It fixed, so
more line work, all line work here on this panel.
I wonder if Torres is doing the lettering as well on this.
I am not sure,
because the letterers never seem to get the credit, do they?
No.
I just wonder if it's full artwork. He's obviously penciling and inking. I just wonder if he's doing the full thing. Somebody must be lettering it because it is hand lettered.
Lettering is Ben Oda
Oh, there you go.
attributed.
Okay.
He probably went through and lettered all of this, and
What a great gig.
yeah.
All this different artwork and different artists. What a great day to receive the package and have a look through and see what's coming, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Image of Bluebeard.
Oh, dear.
I'm a ghoul.
Has he got a
With the
chef's hat
Bluebeard.
on?
Yeah.
Gilderoy.
I'm a ghoul.
Now it's nearly dawn. Time for a big breakfast.
Mon Dieu.
That's one way to beat the cornflakes.
Look at the black on where the axe is. Is it a box or something? I can't really tell. It's not clear. Yeah. Look at the black on it.
It looks like it's on a chest.
Yeah.
A lot of blood dripping off of it. Yeah.
Right. Is that what it is? Yeah. It's not clear.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Isn't that fantastic?
It's utterly amazing.
That artwork's Joe Orlando.
I wonder if they're referencing Gilderoy.
I don't know, but I just saw the legs hanging down.
Yeah, I saw those.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was the bearded man.
It's a great panel here.
Yeah. Is that the creepy house again? They always have it in every one, don't they?
Sure, your standard, house and big house mansion in the distance. Yeah.
I like the way that the artist gets first credit in these books.
It's because most of the stories at this point are written by Archie Goodwin. So
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, this isn't the historical Bluebeard. This is the legend.
Yeah.
And even then, the historical Bluebeard that could have been more of a hit job. But
there's some more of those legs.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
Yeah. Reasons not to get married.
Some of the gray wash on this looks a little overbearing.
Yep.
Not bad.
A little bit.
Not bad, but yeah.
It's not terrible, but yes, I can see where it overwhelms in a few places.
Yeah.
I like the way there's no panel borders, or not a lot of panel borders.
Right. Yeah.
I like the way that works.
Mm. It's like
They do that in Mad, don't they, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like they put down the guides and then didn't do anything with them. They just kind of created around it.
What's he doing with the axe? Chopping? Is he chopping people up? What's he doing?
Yep. He's chopping up the ex-wife. If it's the Bluebeard legend, anyway, then
it's Bluebeard. It is.
Yeah. Look at the guy opening the door on the top right panel with the girl. It looks like Baron Mordo.
It kind of does.
That's what he does in his spare time.
Chops up women.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to have a hobby.
I can never work out these stories of these people like chopping women up. These gorgeous women. I can never work that one out.
Yeah, I'm kind of against getting chopped up. Just saying, for reasons. Just not for me.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I studied martial arts. Didn't want to get chopped up by a crazy person.
Yeah.
No. There's an hard.
Did she stab him?
Yeah.
What's she got in her hand?
Yeah, a little knife.
It's like a knife behind her
Is it
back.
a knife? Oh yeah, it's the shadow. Yeah, it's not very clear. You see, it looks like a stick with a dark edge.
Yeah,
I can see it now. So she's killed him. Oh no.
Tess, poor Monica. At least she won't be lonely. Lots of company where she's going. Imagine, she was afraid of losing her head over Bluebeard. Now she'll probably lose it to the guillotine. and you'll lose yours over my next fearful fable.
So he wasn't chopping everybody up then.
It's probably her imagination.
Oh dear.
Creepy's Loathsome Lore. Artwork by the great Frank Frazetta.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's Vampirella right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that leopard in the middle, creeping, walking on his back legs.
It's like a where leopard, where jaguar, whatever.
Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? That?
Yeah, that looks beautiful. You got the lions killing people.
Yeah.
What size are they drawing these, Randy? Do you think twice up?
Probably 1.5. I would think at this point. Maybe 2 up on some of it. Yeah.
I know they were bigger than the standard comic page.
Yeah.
Well, it's a slightly different dimension for a magazine.
Yeah, they're sort of magazine size, aren't they?
Yeah, because I thought they were like
You're looking bigger than your standard comic.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure the artwork was larger. I can't say I've ever seen any of these originals.
No, I've never seen them. So. I was getting when I first saw that page there with that guy being held by the Ku Klux Klan or whatever it is, I was getting Jack Davis vibes from that. But then I read it's Alex Toth. Yeah. Look at the hands and the expression. It's very Jack Davis, especially that right hand. It's very Jack Davis to me.
Yep. You'd expect a hole in the shoe, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
It's insane. You can't do this. You can't. There you go. It's useless to struggle, Mr. Asher.
Rude awakening.
I want to say they were done on 14x17.
Right.
Were they?
I want to say, but I'm not positive.
Look at that with that dagger. No. Swoosh. Oh.
It's gorgeous. The perspective on that alone, and the way that shot, basically the whole shot and all the way it's designed. It's great.
Yeah. And look at the upshot for the guy going down the steps into the subway, I guess.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's fantastic.
There's a lot more care and detail on these than what we saw in his drag tunes.
Yes. I'll tell you what I like about them as well is that the menace in each panel. They're always a bit tense, aren't they? There's tension. Even the guy coming to the subway, it's tension. The lighting. It's very to me that's very tense. So you're thinking something's going to happen. Sorry, Randy, you were saying.
I think there's another Toth story in the next one that we'll look at that's got some really crazy page layouts to it.
I mean, look at that. The center section of that page, you were just going to turn. Even the lettering's on the angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the one below it. Look, how good is that? Look at that black guy there. How good is that black guy from the 50s style, isn't it? With the hat. Doesn't he look great?
Yeah, that's amazing rendering.
Yeah, it's fantastic. What are you, some kind of nut?
It's Toth's rule to draw it as simply as possible. Well, to only draw what's supposed to be there and then draw the hell out of it.
And then that center section again when he's showing him the knife, he's done the knife in the black on the other panel there. Yeah. You know, the lighting is from down and behind.
Mm-hmm.
How good is that?
And then you get the silhouette kill. It's just great.
Yeah,
quickly. That guy. But look how the guy's reaching over to grab his arm, and he's got this, he's got the watch on and everything. Look at that. Yeah. It's like he's a person away. You know, he's reached over the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? If the other guy was sort of stopping him, but he's not. He's reached over.
The folds in the clothing are fantastic.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Like, just across the entire board, just looking at the way the clothing is all folded and everything, it's great.
And look at the guy, the person who's obviously standing next to the black guy. Look at the fabric on the coat.
Oh, that's great. The texture on that, it's amazing.
And that's all line work too. The tweed on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really here.
Fabulous stuff. Look at that.
Oh, that is amazing.
There it
Yeah,
is.
there we go.
Oh, yes, that's
Wow.
herringbone,
Oh.
isn't it? They
It's
call
right
that.
there, yeah. Yep.
Wow. Brilliant.
Beautifully done.
What a great attention to do. I'm just taking ages to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just that little bit. But I love the guy on the far right who's looking as well. So that's a real sort of, the real sort of a mad character, in Mad Magazine character, with the nose and the hat.
It's the natural reaction too. He's looking at him like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But that black guy reaching over is great. I just love that.
Yeah, that's great.
Fantastic. Go ahead, like a couple of these originals on your wall, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at those angles on that. Again, the top panel. Can you just pull the page down a bit, Randy? It's just a bit off the screen. That's it. That top panel of that guy looking into the dark. Oh, look at that. It's like, it's like, don't go in there.
Yeah.
And then that down shot, I mean, he's 2 stories up, isn't he? Looking down. Look at that. Oh, my God. What a page.
It's just moving that camera all over the place. Yeah. Yeah.
It's brilliant, isn't it? And that shadow all the way up that panel, the looking down, the second panel, where you look at, look at the length of he's only a third of the panel, but the black is 2/3.
Yeah.
I know we've got the lettering, but you understand the shadow going through.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Amazing.
And the one next to it, just with the highlights we have on there and the way the shadowing is.
Yeah.
Just great.
Has he got
so good?
Has he got like a tie pin on? Because from what I can see, the collar is being pulled in, like, you know, when you put those tie pins in on that picture there, that one with the thumb, the second one, the second panel.
No, this is all solid here. Or you mean across the collar?
I mean on his collar.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, the way he has the tie in there.
Yeah. How good is that? Attention to detail on that. I thought it was. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
good.
he has a tie pin.
Yeah. Brilliant stuff.
That's amazing. I've never had to wear one of those.
I've worn one of those. Very smart.
Oh.
Wonderful. Look at that.
I had to wear like a little bow ribbon thing, but yeah.
Wow.
Ash, there's something wrong. Is that you screaming out there in the hall?
Oh, it's falling out the window.
Away. Get back, not again, no more. Yeah. Threw himself out the window.
Oh dear.
Alex did Uncle Creepy there too. You can tell it's his style.
Yeah.
No paste in there.
So he's not dead, but he is now because that guy's going to fix him.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Too bad about old Freddy. Kiddies.
Some days it just don't pay to get out of bed. That old nightmare was very confusing. But at least he finally got the point. Now move along so I can stick you with the next horrible tale. And then here's John Severin drawing Uncle Creepy as a pirate.
Drink deep.
Oh,
yes, drink deep.
Drink deep. All line work again. Just beautiful stuff.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Cross hatching.
Yep.
Here. Very much John Severin.
Looks like Stan Lee, that guy, isn't it?
That pirate dude? This guy?
No, that guy.
That guy.
Kind of a thinner. That's him here too.
Yeah. Wow.
It's attention to detail.
John Severin's another one of those underrated, isn't he, really, on the great scheme of things. I think it's
Absolutely.
I mean, I first saw his stuff on
Cracked magazine.
on Shield. Nick Fury went over Kirby's layouts. The first one that my brother bought it. The first Strange Tales 136.
Okay.
I thought, wow.
He worked for Cracked magazine for many decades.
Yeah.
Did a ton of work for them. Yeah.
I found the original size for the pieces. Looks like they were 14 by 20.
Yeah, they were big.
Yep. Yeah, I found an original Ditko piece from the Erie Yearbook, 1970, page 30. And it's the splash page at the end, beginning. Yeah, beginning of the story, it looks like.
Yeah, pretty.
Looks amazing.
14 by 20.
Yep.
Wow.
It's about 2 up.
Mm.
Just about 2 up. So these are.
I'll tell you what I don't like on these pages: the thick border on the panels.
8.
Mm.
8 or 9.
Do you know what's really great? What's really great is Randy's like me. He'll pull up something like this ruler, and it's 500 years old.
1/4 by 11. Not quite 2 up. Yeah.
Sounds close, but yeah.
Complaining about my great plastic ruler from the
it's fantastic. Yeah,
Orion Recycling Center, wherever they were. Yeah.
From 1973, you know.
Probably. Well, rulers never have an expiration date. So.
That's right.
They don't?
You got to look after things, and they'll look after you.
It's great line work. Look at that ship.
Look at that guy at the bottom with the sailor with his sea bag on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Going down the steps. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I love the boat. The
Yeah.
ship in there in the top right.
Yeah.
John Severin's somebody like Mort Drucker in that he could draw people in relaxed, natural poses really well. You know, you could see somebody standing the way that he drew them standing, and no over dramatic. You know, or Kirby was great for the dynamics and the posing and the more, I guess you would call it superheroic layout, you know, or positioning, where somebody like Severin and Drucker could draw great people in incredibly realistic circumstances and natural poses. Great shadow here.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal work. It's a little bit of gray tone. Sitting in the back and here in the front, just enough to pop that captain out. Back here as well. Back, a little foreground, just to bring the mid-ground out. Beautiful perspective here. Great. Just thin lines to knock that back.
That does look great.
Yeah. So a lot of his EC work in the later EC lines were phenomenal. His Two-Fisted Tales and Frontline Combat work was just amazing. We'll look at that sometime real soon. More great line work here. Just
Fabulous.
I love the texturing that they did with just the pen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm assuming with a brush or a nib.
This is a time, the 50s and 60s like this, where everybody was challenging everybody else and everybody was looking at what everybody else was doing and sitting there going, I can do better than that. Or, oh, he used a pen point to do this and this. And I'm going to have to
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Right.
Look at that at the bottom left, Randy, the boat in the moonlight, I guess.
Here?
No, far side on the page. That one, yeah. Look at that. The way he got the sea frame in the ship.
Yeah.
that in the moonlight. Fantastic. Like I said, he was very underrated, I think, John Steadman. I think he's a great artist.
Yeah, it's great.
And Marie was as well. Marie was more of a cartoonist, wasn't she, really?
Yeah,
But she was great.
Marie had a great inking skill too, and obviously a great color sense. But
Yes.
Oh God, yeah.
that's why they kept her in the bullpen.
Yeah, I always
doing all
thought
the last minute touch up work.
Yeah, I always thought she didn't do as much artwork as maybe she should have, because she went more into the production side, didn't she?
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, it's a
Which is a
steady
shame.
paycheck, even though it wasn't much. It was probably a steady check.
But
Yeah.
it's like John Verpoorten as well. I know he died when he was only 37, but he's a fantastic inker, isn't he?
Yeah,
His work on Kirby's Eternals is brilliant, and then he went into production. So I don't know, probably his choice, but it's a shame because he was a good artist. But this is,
and again,
fabulous.
you do a lot of that to have a regular gig, a paycheck that you knew it was always going to be there.
Yeah.
Instead of just job to job. I knew that Reggie was all wet. Hope it doesn't dampen his spirit too much. Oh, well, if Reggie wasn't spoiled rotten before, I guess he soon will be.
Look at that! Look at the panel above. He goes, "No, I'll drown. Yeah, glub."
I'm glad I muted my phone. So
Brilliant. I guess he soon will be.
This is an adaptation of Robert Louis Stevenson's The Body Snatcher by Reed Crandall and Archie Goodwin.
Is that all line again on that
Yes.
top panel? Oh,
Yep.
look at that.
I think that is all line work, all of it.
What's he called? Toady McFarlane.
Look at that sidewalk there.
Look at that. Oh, man.
it's amazing.
Look at
It reminds
again,
me of the wood carvings.
yeah.
Like the
Again,
wood
the textures on the coats.
Yeah.
You can tell they're really thick that you'd wear to keep warm.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Great lettering as well, isn't it? Look at that.
Who's the artist in this one?
This is Reed Crandall.
Reed Crandall. All right.
Did a lot of EC work.
Yeah.
I think he did Blackhawk too. Off of came out of the Eisner studio.
I think you're right.
Eisner Eiger
Yeah.
studio. Did a lot of Blackhawk work. Beautiful stuff that you'll never see reprinted because of the use of chop.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, well, somebody will see it in the future because they'll say, "What? Why didn't we see this?" It'll change.
Put it all in context, yeah.
Look at those. Look at the detail on those backgrounds on that
Yeah,
the street scenes there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I love drawing street scenes. Those are beautiful.
Look at all the cobbles as well in the street.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not all of them. Still,
No,
left some of them wide open. So.
Of course, the relevant ones are there. But
Yeah.
look at the bricks on the castle, the building they're going into there, and on that turret, the curved on that second panel. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's so good. My cat was like studying the screen for a second. I was like, even Hobbs appreciates this.
Wow.
Oh,
Look at that leg. He's got a leg on the table. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Everything in these pages is just brilliant.
Yeah.
Crandall
The
went on
lighting, the lighting from that candle.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Crandall did a lot of book and pulp illustrations, spot illustrations. Chewy did a lot of the. I seem to remember either a Howard book that was printed with a bunch of his illustrations in it.
Wow. Is it Toddy or Toady McFarland? Todd McFarland rings a bell.
That's funny.
Sir McFarlane.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Dr. McFarland.
Oh, look at him cutting into that leg at the bottom. Oh my
Yeah.
God. And then one before he's sharpening his knife. Oh my God. Oh dear. So they killed the guy who was killed the girl then.
Yeah, so it looks like. So is this all line work, or did they add any washes to this?
No,
think
that's
it's
just line
fine.
work. It's
Yeah,
fine crosshatch in order to get the gray tone. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
There's no washes on this at all. No zipatone. It's all by hand.
Master.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yep.
Somebody who understands texture. Or at least how to render it. Let's put it that way.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
How to use light.
Oh, the use of light is amazing.
Oh dear. The head.
I mean,
Oh,
they created gradation with the candlelight, and it just looks
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Series
Just
line.
like looking at the back of the guy holding the candle.
Mhm.
The way you have the lighter gray, and then it goes to the darker.
Yeah.
That's the line work is just beautiful.
Yeah.
My cat is complaining. He wants me to come into the bathroom. I'm not going into the bathroom. So... Actually, he's in the kitchen. Nope, he's in the bathroom.
Wow. Fabulous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just looking at that. Yeah, that I'm going to say about that. The way that the blacks on that are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
The way the guy's knocking back the snifter there is also great with the way they have the lighting on that, the harsh
Yeah.
blacks.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no lines on it. Is the intermediate line on it? Like on the previous one with the horse, you can see he's done the grey.
Yeah.
And on that one, he's gone for more of a black and white.
Yeah, but there's still lines here for the rain.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, I'm just talking about on the fabric
Yeah.
and the figures, the
Yeah,
rains
just
there.
start because of the light. Yeah,
I mean, half the battle is knowing when to do that, isn't it?
it is.
Yeah.
You know, and these guys clearly do.
So I can see where Frank Miller got some inspiration for Sin City with some of the lighting in this.
Yeah.
Mhm. Than a lot of the 50s noir cinema.
Yeah. No, definitely that, but yeah. Not quite dead yet.
Yeah. It's only a flesh wound.
Is that the guy who killed the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? And he's not dead.
They had him bound up. Yeah.
He got better.
Corpse. Yeah,
I
he
thought,
got
I,
better.
thought they, I thought they took his head off.
Well, they chopped his leg off, I think.
He gave him his head. He said, "Make sure the guy gets this head." He must
Yeah,
have put him
I
back
mean-
together again. Oh my God! Okay.
He got better.
Got better. Yeah.
Staples. Get a little super glue in there, some duct tape.
Don't say it.
He looks like the gig of McFarlane's turned out to be the Surrey with the cringe on top.
Oh God.
That's what they get for cutting up with gray like that. Now stick around and dissect my next piece of fiendish fiction. Blood of Krylon by the great Gray Morrow. A lot of gray tone, almost painted here. Or it is painted, I should say.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks painted.
This Gray Morrow signature right there.
I don't think this isn't as good as the previous. I don't think.
No.
No.
I think he's missing something.
Everybody's got their strengths and weaknesses.
Of course, yeah. that guy there in the middle carrying him is Vincent Price, isn't it?
Yep. Does look like Vincent Price.
Everybody knows his face. Is he in a spaceship?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like he's in a spaceship.
And he's throwing him out.
Yeah, at first glance, I thought that was a feather, but it's actually a spaceship.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
spaceship.
Hatch.
Yeah. And he just dispatched him.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Dracula in space.
I do like the design on the control board and everything there, and the instruments look good.
Yeah.
I like the background work a lot.
Yeah, they look real, don't they? You know, when you see Kirby's machines, they don't look real. They look like they work, but they don't look what you'd come across. But those look real, don't they?
Yeah.
Little tape.
Looks like a 60s control panel. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nuclear plant panel. Yeah. Probably watched a few sci-fi films from the era.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forbidden Planet and stuff like that. Was it the city scene in the top right panel, the overhead view? I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like the perspective on it. Again, good use of light.
A little bit of white paint here.
And Dalek wannabes.
Yeah.
60s deco back here. Yeah, Dalek wannabes. At least they have treads.
That guy, just go back. The guy on that last page under the girl in the middle looks like W, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Long before old George was president. Yeah.
W before W.
Yeah.
Oh, we had Toady McFarlane. Now we have W. All right.
Yeah. This is ahead of its time, isn't it?
Yep.
40 years ahead.
Yeah.
I'm getting a definite like Jekyll and Hyde vibe from this a little bit.
Yes.
Like more than like Dracula, like getting more it's feeling more like a Hyde.
I'm also
Craziness in his face.
getting photographic reference vibes as well.
Oh god, yeah.
You know, from the films and things of probably the 30s, I would have thought, and 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that top left, I'm fairly certain that
Yeah.
I think that's from Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
Well, Warren started out Warren magazines with Famous Monsters of Filmland, and they had
That's
an
true.
extensive photographic reference for about any horror movie that you can imagine of that period.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably where he's getting some of it. Because I swear I've seen that scene.
Yeah, that's what prompted me to say that. I seem to remember that image.
Not that these guys didn't build up their own file cabinets full of photo references too. So
Yeah, no, I got no problem with them using the scene from a movie. It looks great. So
yeah.
Oh,
I love that shot of him over him.
the sun.
Yep. The rendering in the last panel looks very, very different.
Yes.
That's a pasted. That looks
Yeah,
more like
I
Jack Davis
figured.
than anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if Remick thinks that's bad, he ought to be glad he didn't drink the water. At least he found travel very enlightening.
God.
Well, it finally dawned on him.
Oh god.
The ad for Blazing Combat magazine that they were kicking out at the time.
Mm-hmm. Is that a Frazetta cover as well? That Blazing Combat.
That year, I think so, yeah. This one I'm not so sure about.
These guys must have been drawing 28 hours a day, mustn't they?
Yeah, probably.
There's so much stuff that they seem to have done.
Well, Frazetta learned all of his painting technique during this period.
Yeah.
He was kicking out all those early paintings, but he got to be incredibly quick. From what I understand, just like a couple hours of painting.
Wow.
Yeah. His wife had to stop him from like taking pieces from the museum out back and changing them.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
then all that stuff later as well when he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about that. But
No.
Reed Crandall here.
Those are painted, aren't they? That was not as good as, but they look a little like Ron Embleton. I don't know whether you know Ron Embleton. He used to draw. He's a British artist. He used to draw Stingray, and he used to draw a lot of sort of Middle Ages type of illustrations. You know, urchins and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
that style is similar. The painting style.
That gray wash painting look is very much the type of the day. You know, the technique of the day. There's a lot of stuff done in that particular style. Look, they did that. He did that in grays to knock the flashback sequence up for for the actual story.
How good is that hot spell page?
Yeah. That's amazing. The detail work on that alone is
and the people
incredible.
in the shadow.
The guy running by on fire.
Yeah. That's Johnny Storm when he was 12.
There you go. Yeah. The only use of Zipatone is on the highway. Everything else is line work.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Again, just a masterful piece.
Taking the time to like cut all that out to get it that good.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
As we all know, if you're going to lay it down in one piece and cut it out, you risk pulling up the the buildings and the sidewalk and everything.
Yeah.
When you're taking that piece off, you've got to be really careful about it.
I'm not seeing anything piecemeal together on that zip screen. So he might have, if he didn't use it in one piece, he put it down in chunks.
Yeah.
All in large, very large chunks. There's a little bit of a separation right there, I think.
Right. But there's still points where it's got to go over the artwork for him to cut it out, like on the poles and things. So he's got to, as we all know, you've got to be really careful doing that.
Oh, God, yeah.
Pulling up your line work and wrecking it. So that's why one of the reasons why I tended not to use it. I have used it, but I don't like it.
It's got its pros and cons, just like every other tool.
Course, I'm just saying what I think. I wouldn't use it.
Oh yeah,
I think it's literally too mechanical. Mechanical tin. I think it's too. But that's just me. There's some great. I mean, Wally Wood is a master at using it, isn't he?
Oh,
yeah.
And I know Wally Wood.
This whole era here in the 60s and 70s, all the way through the black and white stuff of the 80s, had a lot of the zip stuff in it, and you had people using it to different degrees. Dual shade board, same thing. Ink wash is the same thing.
I was thinking the duo shade boards because I used to love those.
Yeah.
Eastman Laird did all the Turtle comics and duo shade boards.
Did they?
Yeah.
Right. I didn't know
all the early ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's a tool that's so easily abused.
Oh God, yeah.
I like the produce in the back of the truck as well. It's just great.
Oh, everything. All of the detail here is just amazing. Yeah.
It's fabulous. Yeah. See, I always want to ask the same question, like, how long did it take him to draw that?
Yeah.
It's got to take him all day at least. I mean, you would hope, but I bet it took him about 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
I would venture it was at least a day, if not a couple days worth of work on that. Yeah.
So then, when I think of that, how long did it take? I think of the pay. What did he get paid for doing 2 days of work?
Yeah, I don't know.
One page,
Yeah,
he wouldn't have got a great deal. Which is probably why they were all working 28 hours a day.
Yeah.
I think he was
And-
working off of a sliding page rate depending upon the artist.
Yeah.
Because I know once he discovered the Filipino artists, he switched over there really quick because they were so inexpensive
and quick.
Yeah.
and quick. Yeah.
See, the thing is, you see, is that if you look on the positive side, if you had to draw that in a day, you would get quicker and quicker.
Yeah.
So it can work for you, you know.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm just thinking, laying out the perspective on that. Oh,
It's a lot of home life illustration work there.
Yeah.
Home, small town.
What's he saying? That guy there. He says it's the fourth in less than a month to die in an accidental burning. The dog's thinking, "Oh, I can eat that."
Lighting themselves on fire. Yeah.
there we got
General store.
There we got the guy there who sweeps the leg.
Yeah.
Look at him jumping on him there. Look. Brilliant.
Crack. Who'd think an artist could do that? Wasn't natural.
Oh, give me a match. Oh no. Don't. Oh, no.
Don't like that. It's
Don't
kerosene.
like that. Oh no.
He knocked you
Oh
into.
no.
Uh-oh.
Why have they started a fight? I can't because it's blurred. Why have they? What's he doing? What's he doing to cause him to start the fight?
Up here, he pushed him.
Why did he push him?
Mrs. Tobin, don't want your trade. Get. Must not like the
Right.
way he looked. I don't carry any
Right.
of these things. You go someplace else. But the list is ordinary household items, and yours is the only store around.
Right.
It's kind of liked him for some reason.
So it looks like he's looking for a fight.
Yeah.
Not the young guy, the chubby guy.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
being joined by
here he
Russ. Russ, how are you?
Better
Yeah.
late than
Yeah.
never. Where have you
I
been,
thought it
Russ?
was 2 o'clock. I thought it was starting at 2.
We
Never mind.
we turned the clocks back, didn't we?
Yeah. Originally it was 3. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm here now.
Doesn't matter. Glad you're here. Yeah.
Yay.
Here we are.
What are we looking at? What's this?
Reed Crandall. This is creepy number
Oh.
7.
Nice.
He's just about to turn this guy into the Human Torch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hoorah.
No, he didn't do it.
They give him the beat down anyway.
I like the way they got the pitchforks ready. Look, like one of those Frankenstein films, isn't it?
Yeah. Help out. And again, on that top panel, no gray tone. It's all it's
Wow.
line work.
Work. Yeah. All line work. It's amazing.
Doesn't come on, focus.
Oh yeah.
It's all line work. There's no gray tone here at all.
Oh, so they're arguing with the girl now. He slapped her, and the guy with the pitchfork stabbed her painting.
Yeah.
And the painting is of somebody on fire, which we saw earlier. And she's lighting the curtain. They're nutcases, aren't they? It's like what's the fast show? Not the
That's
fast
the
show.
girl.
The
The guy that
League of Gentlemen. Yeah.
is it
the guy
Royston
Local-
Royston
Yeah.
Fazy or something? It's called,
Fazy,
isn't it?
Local shop for local people.
Yeah. Will we be local? Come on. Whoa.
That's the wife of the guy that was in the store earlier looking for regular household items. They burn them out of their house,
Oh, no.
send them on their way.
Nice people, aren't they?
Keep the guy down.
Look at that. Oh my God. This is terrible. Look at
There's
that.
lots of
Whacking him on the
violence
head.
in this.
My God. Well, on the first page, the guy ran out the shop on fire. So they're obviously like the burning, don't they? Look at that.
Kill the warlock, destroy the evil.
I tell you what, they'd all knock each other out by being that close, wouldn't they?
Probably.
Life in a small town.
I don't know. I grew up in a pretty small town. I don't remember us beating the crap out of the guy just trying to buy local goods.
Die, monster. Oh, who's coming out of the ground? Ooh. Rayford Grundy. Who's he?
That was the guy who got burned at the stake or on the first page.
All right.
Hades
Burned
Flames.
Oh,
Yeah. It ties back that flashback page.
So they're all got sent to hell, did they?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, he looks like everyone in Warrenville is burned up about this whole cursed business. Not me. I made out pretty well. Anyone in the market for some hot paintings?
Dear God. It's like dad jokes.
It is.
What?
Another great Jack Davis,
Mm.
Uncle Creepy illustration here, advertising their entire catalog of back issues, which is 6 issues at the time.
Yeah, creepy number 1 is Frazetta cover, I believe.
Yeah.
Most of these are Frazetta covers, I think.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Look at that. Look at that. Get your package of Terry Tale. It says, but hurry, they're going like blood at a vampire convention. They must have had so much fun, making these.
Oh, yeah. Great ads. Draw any person in 1 minute.
Yeah. No talent necessary.
It's a miniature spy camera, it's a miniature spy scope, pen scope, Dracula's own rubber bat.
See, I remember looking at these things and drooling over these pages because I wanted them all, but they couldn't get them because they were from America. You see, in America, might as well have been on Mars at that when I was a kid. Like a monster foot or a human skeleton. What 10-year-old wouldn't want a human skeleton?
Just a little something to hang up in the room,
Just saying, I didn't want a human skeleton. So.
Now the greatest contest ever. Win fabulous prize from Famous Monsters' 3rd Fantastic Amateur Makeup Contest. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Look what you can do with the official Famous Monsters makeup kit featured in the contest.
Look at the
win this first prize trophy.
Look at the trophy; it's bigger than he is.
Yeah.
It's like the Empire State Building. Look at it.
he looks like a Muppet.
Yeah, it looks like King Kong.
Looks like a werewolf. Yeah, it is King Kong's head. Yeah,
That's brilliant. I wonder if anybody wrote up for one.
Oh, it's probably pretty big in the day.
I was a teenage werewolf. I've seen most of these movies.
Shock movies.
Yep. Mummy's Tomb. I was a teenage Frankenstein. Yeah, I saw like all of these things.
Yeah.
Rodan, the flying monster.
Nowadays, you'll probably catch him on Svengoolie or MST3K. Being picked on. Mummy's Tomb. I was a teenage Frankenstein. The creature walks on wings. Tarantula.
What was it? Tarantula. The undead. Varan, the unbelievable.
Great big giant insect monster movies. Just fantastic.
The Rodan film, I'm pretty sure I have that movie. I have most of the kaiju films. So.
Now you can hear your favorite monsters. Sets of vinyl albums.
Look at that one there. Look at that one. Music for robots. Shock.
They were selling the War of the Worlds radio program back then. So.
Don't listen to this This one alone. Shark. Sleep no more. Spike
And of course,
Jones.
the evil Spike Jones in Hi-Fi. Yeah. Shock, horror, nightmare. Hollywood Masks. Join the creepy fan club. It's a scream. Here it is, Merry Monsters. Just what you've been howling for. The official Creepy Magazine fan club. Send in the coupon below with one slimy green dollar and you'll shriek it with delight as you receive an official club pin, pocket-sized membership card with your own individual club number and an 8x10 full-color portrait of Uncle Creepy. Membership also entitles you to submit stories and drawings for publication in the fan club page of future issues of Creepy. Don't be left crying. Join now and listen to your friends yell with envy. Great stuff.
I was thinking about, they used to play the Orson Welles broadcast of War of the Worlds like every Halloween.
Yeah.
I wonder if they still do that someplace. I kind of want to listen to it.
Some local radio stations still do.
Mm.
Get one or two around here towards the Halloween night. Now get your creepy mask. Who's the biggest shock on the block? It's Uncle Creepy. And it can be you with this deluxe heavy rubber mask of your favorite fiend designed to cover the entire head and still be flexible. Created exclusively by Hollywood's famous Don Post Studios, who gave you the famous masks of movie monsters. Why, just read Uncle Creepy when you can actually be him in this wildest mask ever. Send in the coupon below and make this fearfully fab collector's item yours. Yeah.
I'm gonna hard pass.
And how much was it that you had to send? Oh, you had to send a whopping $4.95 in.
God, that was a lot.
Or to get that mask. Yep. Folks, that was Creepy 7. Duel with the Monsters. And now on to Creepy 27.
Skipping ahead a bit. I got another Frazetta cover.
Same. Yeah, another Frazetta cover.
Cracker.
40 cents now. They had a 5-cent raise since they started.
When's this one from then? This is from the 70s.
This is 19. Oh, wait. Thought I had it there. Oh. Let me get my magnifier here. Make it a lot quicker, a lot easier.
Because we're looking blind in our old age.
In whole or in part. 1969.
69. Wow.
Still haven't gotten into the 70s yet.
69. Yeah. Well, what a great roster in this issue. We start out with
Collector's edition.
the great Steve Ditko.
Wow. Look at that.
Well,
look at the angle of that guy coming through the door in the shadow.
Just that whole panel.
Yeah. Just fantastic.
Tilt.
Wow.
Great collector's edition. Wonderful line work here. Whole thing is lines. You can tell he's coming off of Doctor Strange here.
Mm.
It's a lot of Doctor Strange in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those eyes are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, just great.
Is that a watch he's using?
Nope. That is all line work, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, got it.
Crazy.
Wow. Yeah, it's like a cross between Jameson and Doctor Strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
That guy. And that guy in the background is Dr. Octopus. The
Yeah.
bald head.
This is about the time he was doing that, right? He was doing that in Doctor Strange about this period.
Yeah.
69.
Oh, in fact, he'd finished on Doctor Strange because he left Marvel in 66, so he wouldn't be doing it. This is after. Yeah, this is after. Yeah. Same people in it, though.
Same feel, same great, mystical look.
Yeah.
All line work again. You've got this great motif of the eyes.
The eyes along the bottom are great, aren't they?
Yeah. Jameson.
Yeah. Look at the copper next to that panel. You just said the copper looking back. Look at this is what Ditko does. You see, this is why it's so good at drawing figures. Look at the tension in the policeman's neck. Because if you and then turn your head to look as if you're doing that, you can feel the tension in your neck, and you can see the tension in his neck there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And Ditko's another master of lighting, isn't he?
Oh God, yeah.
You fat pig.
It's a bit strong.
A little. Yeah.
Swine pig.
Oink.
Little demonic book there. Yeah. Yeah, he keeps slipping away. Eyelids are getting heavier. And a pure Ditko hand there.
Look at that woman on the second panel. The way she's arrayed. That's Dormammu shouting at him, isn't it? That's his pose. You know what I mean? That's a real Ditko pose. Or it's either Gwen Stacy screaming at Parker or Dormammu screaming at Stephen Strange.
I love the guillotine shot. That looks really cool.
Yeah. Just crazy amazing.
Who's written this one, Randy?
I'm pretty sure it was Goodwin again.
Actually, Goodwin again, is it?
Yep. Archie Goodwin.
Wow.
A little bit of Mr. A.
Yeah.
Popping through, and it's starting to get some of those thicker lines working.
Bonkers.
Fabulous work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, that's all line work, solids and line work. There's no gray tones in there at all.
Have we got a letterer on this? Is it? I know that other guy, was it Jack Abel or somebody did the other one?
Ben Oda.
Ben Oda, that's it, yeah, sorry.
Let's see here.
Is it on the top there?
It's publisher, editor. Nope. There is no lettering credit at all.
I wonder if they're doing their own then.
I don't know.
Look at that. Make up your mind. Look at this. Look at that.
Yeah. This is Tony Williamson. That's WILLIAMSUNE. And script for this is by Bill Parenti. Bill Parenti.
Right.
It's almost got an Ernie colon
Yeah.
look to his work. It's a different style though. Here, that could very well be Ernie right there. Same with that, very much so.
Yeah.
There's some layouts.
Wow. Oh, that up shot of the guy's face, the bottom left.
Yeah.
Boing.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah. Great eyes.
Ooh.
Little nooses in them. Just
I'd
hanging
rather
around.
hang. I'd rather hang, so they do.
Yeah. It is different lettering here, though.
Yeah.
Oblivion in an instant. Only the steady squeak of the knotted rope against the scaffold to remember. Yeah. Someone else coming in?
Oh,
Brian, how are
Good
you?
morning, guys.
Brian.
Good, thank you.
Hi,
How are
Brian.
you guys?
We're looking at some creepy artwork right now.
All right. I see if you guys are working at the same time, but yeah, this
Oh, yeah.
which book is this?
This is Creepy Magazine number 27.
Okay.
The artist on this is William Sohn. It's WILLIAMSUNE. I can't say I've ever heard of him. Tony.
Huh.
Hey, Stony.
Hey, Tony.
Tony, how you doing?
Forget about it.
Exactly. It's all
I mean-
line work. Very unusual layouts, though. Not your
Yeah,
standard grid.
Definitely for the time, it was more of the grid back then. And then also too, I'm surprised that we haven't heard of this guy more because this is good stuff.
Yeah. I agree. Might be a pen name.
Oh,
So
could
back
be.
then, a lot of these guys were working for other companies and doing as many side gigs as they can get their hands on. So
Oh, so perhaps they had exclusive contracts and went with a pen name to avoid problems with that.
they didn't want to upset the the steady gig that they were getting already, just to do a short story for Jim Warren,
Yeah. Okay.
especially if you were working for Marvel and DC. And it's, Warren comes in and says, I don't care how you draw it, just do the story. Here you go. And so they're able to go through and do all sorts of weird layouts. And the artwork on the other issue that we were looking at is just incredible. That had Reed Crandall and a bunch of the real classic guys in it doing some incredible work.
Toth's work in that last one was amazing.
Yeah, Toth was in that last one too. I think he's in this one as well. This is Reed Crandall here again.
Yeah.
So knowing that I was going to come on, I was reminded of a very short story that I read in a DC Treasury edition. It was DC Treasury Edition Volume 1 from 1977. And the story was called The Demon Within. It was about a little boy who, I suppose they didn't call him a mutant, but he looked like he was a mutant. He could transform into this little green little monster thing, and he was terrorizing his parents and his sister and his neighborhood. So they opted to cure him via lobotomy. I mean, it's like, wow.
Nothing like a little electrolysis to clear the sinuses. Yeah.
Yeah. Sort it out.
So it was really
Coffin of
chilling.
Dracula.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at this one.
That looks fantastic. I like
Duo
that.
shade
I like
here,
that
I
black.
believe.
Lovely lighting.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that looks like a duo shade. Yeah.
Duo shade board back in the back.
Yeah, the lighting on that's fantastic.
It is, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
off of that lamp.
Vampire.
The Coffin of Dracula.
Who's the artist on this one?
It's Reed Crandall.
Reed Crandall. Right.
Yep. He's the guy that did that street small
Yeah.
town story that we
Yeah.
were looking at. Yeah. Not quite as line heavy here. Maybe a little tighter deadline. Maybe you wanted to play with a different technique or two. This is a couple of years later. Also, this is Duo-Shade board back here.
Oh, it's definitely
Whole
Duo-Shade.
thing's touched up with Duo-Shade. Here as well. Look at that staircase.
I love the shading on it.
Yeah.
I don't go with this artwork as much as the others. I think it's quite static. It's okay, but it's not the best, I don't think.
He's probably kicking it out, you know?
Yep.
Getting the check. Well, I did the Duo-Shade board is really quick to use once you know how to use it. You just have to be careful not to overuse it. You get these great painted effects like you see down here.
Yeah.
Using it sparingly.
I've definitely wrecked art when I was trying to learn how to use Duo-Shade a long time ago. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell in love with Duo-Shade because of Eastman and Laird. So
Well, they were a lot closer. They drew a lot closer to actual size also than what these were doing.
yeah,
So Eastman and Laird was the one that got away from me. I saw TMNT on the comic book rack when it came out, and because it just looked like a parody to me, and I'm not really into parodies very much. Sorry, Don Chin. I was like, it's a parody of the X-Men, it's a parody of Daredevil, it's a parody of Teen Titans. I'll pass. And man, I wish I had not passed.
Yeah.
yeah. I met Eastman and Laird when the book came out. and-
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was at the
Yep.
con where it came out. I've shown off the original issues, I think, at least once in the show.
Okay.
I got them all signed by him. But both of them.
Good move on that too.
This is the great Tom Sutton, Barbarian of Fear.
Wow.
Sutton went on to do a lot of work for Marvel
Mm.
during this time period. A little bit of Savage Sword work.
Didn't he do a lot of inking, Thompson? Or have I
I'm
got
pretty
the name
sure,
wrong?
yeah. No, I think you're right.
Right.
He did quite a bit of inking.
That knee's a bit funny in that centre panel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, he's got a bit of a large leg there.
A little swelling. That's all.
Little swelling.
Yeah.
Nothing
No,
that can't be fixed.
birds do not want to play with you.
He's got to cut down on his salt intake a little bit.
Yeah,
Fine.
that opening panel there, that opening splash page is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. That.
You know, he also did very well on the horse, which I've heard is not easy to do.
No, they're not.
No, horses are a pain in the ass.
Horses are awful to draw because they're you just can't get them wrong. That's the problem with horses. It's like you can draw a dog and it can be a bit shaggy and you can get away with it.
You can't with a horse.
You can't do
Oh,
that with
right.
a horse.
Yeah.
Horses stand out if you get them wrong at all.
Got a little zip back here. A little bit of zip shade here to drop it or pop it.
Nice rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are cool.
Yeah, but do they compare to George Perez rocks? That would be my gold standard.
Nobody compares to George Perez on rocks.
It's hard for it. Yeah.
Oh, I like Alcala rocks.
Yeah.
I saw some George Perez rocks in Spain. I was in this place called Almeria, and I walked around, and there was this hillside, and I said, "George Perez rocks." I've never seen them before or since in real life.
I have seen that written on a wall.
George Perez rocks. Yeah,
George Perez rock.
I think I've seen that too. Nice.
Nice
Little
silhouette
bit
on that horse, isn't it?
Little bit of Wally Wood seeing in there.
Yeah.
Actually, quite a bit of Wally Wood.
It's nice.
Especially the middle right of the right page there.
Yep.
That's reminiscent. Yeah, right there. Yep.
If you look on the first page, second panel, he looks like George Harrison with that girl. with his Beatle cut.
He does. Wonderful ink work here, though.
Yeah, he does that very well, doesn't he? That effect like he did on the first page.
It's probably
But
why he
I
ended
love
up
that.
doing all that inking for Marvel. You know.
Yeah, I love that panel there with the horse, like I said, in the shadow. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Boom.
Oof. See what I mean? He's good at these splash pages. Look at that.
Cross hatching there.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks great.
Like a word.
Wow.
Batu, Barada, Nick 2. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
This is reminiscent of that the Colossus of Rhodes, where his legs spanned the river.
Yeah. Or the guy in Jake and the Argonauts.
Yeah.
And the hassles of using zip screen wrong is you can get this little moire pattern working if you're not careful.
Isn't that the printing rather than the screen, though?
It's kind of laying one screen over top of the other,
Right.
or you get that look. That might be intentional, though, if he was going after a look of the fabric.
I think that's the printing. I think it's the screen, and then I think it's the screen, and then the screen of the printing plates have done.
Looks like it was laid, two screens laid over one another. Look at those dots; they're there. Some a little too close to look like, makes it look like line work. Might have been the zip screen he had in general. Could have had it dotted in those little square pattern. I don't know. They had some pretty funky screens back then.
My friend Ian just got his hands on a ton of old screen tones, and the different patterns on them are crazy.
Yeah.
The Creepy Fan Club. Nice.
Yep.
double meaning there, maybe.
Oh, with the club, probably.
Well, actually, I was thinking that they are both the Creepy Fan Club and they're creepy.
Yeah.
You never know.
It's illustration by K.W. Kelly of Plainview, New York, one of the fan club members.
Oh, okay. Wonder if that got them any work.
I don't know.
I love to see the times where you see either a letter from someone who goes on to be one of their biggest, artists or something like that. It's neat to see when they first wrote in or they first sent in their fan club drawing like this one.
Yeah, I've got a Magnus, the robot fighter from Gold Key, Russ Manning artwork on it that's got a fan page on it of a robot drawn by a 13-year-old Walter Simonson.
Really? Wow.
It's his first printed work. Brain Trust. We're looking at Angelo Torres again.
That's you must have seen that's like that Ditko opening, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, very much so.
I love the lighting on that.
Yeah. That hand.
Yeah, that hand is amazing. That's it's got like Ditko written all over it.
Do you know what I'm thinking there? As a person who is left-handed, I think Angelo Torres is left-handed and he's drawn his own hand there.
Yeah.
Because I've got my hand in that position now, and it fits, and I could draw that now because I'm left-handed. So that's my theory.
You're probably right.
That's at the Dutch angle, right? That first panel.
Mhm.
I'm learning some of the art terms and phrases because I'm hashtag just a writer.
Hashtag know your place.
Oh wow! That's just shy of saying kick dojo.
A lot of similarities there.
Yeah. No, I said he's very. They probably inspired each other. So.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Of course, you can get a model of Green Hornet's Black Beauty right there.
I'm
I would
always
drive
on the edge
that.
of getting
Would you
kicked,
drive that?
Dojo.
Sorry, what was
How
that?
would you?
I
How would
said
you
I'm
ever be
always
able
on the
to?
edge of getting kicked.
Yeah. You never be able to get away with that today, having a
What?
car to drive around the city in
I love the Green Hornet car.
without it being tracked. Yeah, the Black Beauty.
I'd
here.
love that car. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is that Angelo Torres is still with us. He's 91.
All
Oh,
line
really?
work here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Then he had a birthday not too long ago.
Right.
When's his birthday?
Is he still drawing? Do you
I don't know.
I don't know if he's still drawing or not. But
I'll tell you.
Wouldn't that be cool to get a Torres piece right now, like for a pin-up or a cover or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His birthday is April 14.
okay.
Okay.
Blimey.
That VW bug. That thing is great.
Wow, no kidding. There's no mistaking what that is. Because I've heard too that cars are difficult to capture properly. It's one thing to draw a car, but it's another thing to draw a specific model. You know?
Yeah.
And
I did some drawings of houses for real estaters,
Mhm.
and I would always draw a generic car so you didn't date the drawing.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And I
Sean
would
Gordon
al-
Murphy. Oh, I'm sorry. Finish, Glenn.
So I'm just going to say that and if there was ever any people in it, I wouldn't draw them with sort of today's clothes. They'd be sort of a generic. They would be generic, so that the drawing would remain in some
Super
time.
sci-fi clothes on.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, back-
space helmet. Yeah,
Back then, though, a VW Bug was forever. They never changed the model look or type for decades. So
It was for 1,000 years. That's what I heard.
is that what it was? It was made for 1,000 years on a regime that never quite made it. Yeah.
I told you I'm always close to getting kicked.
But yeah, Sean Gordon Murphy. He can draw cars. And they look amazing. And nail like the current models and things like that.
Another truck back
That-
here.
that bottom panel, last panel on the other page is Norman Bates going back home.
Yeah,
basically.
right.
Oh, here?
And
Yeah.
yeah,
Looks like the Bates house for sure.
Yeah,
we've got a couple of those around my area, and now that I live way out in the sticks, we've got houses that look just like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
be careful.
Yeah, right. I'm sure you've all heard that song. Try that in a small town. That's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everybody's business.
We just had one of those stories in the last issue.
Oh yeah.
they all got
Okay.
yeah.
Those little small town stories where everybody knew everybody's business, so they burned him, called him a warlock, burned him out of his house. Yeah.
Wow.
That guy in the chair in the panel there looks like Star Wars. What's he called?
Okay.
The one in the next bit.
Palpatine.
No,
Palpatine?
the where Leia.
Oh, here.
Oh yeah, he looks like
Oh,
Jabba.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Jabba the
Jabba
Hutt.
the
Yeah.
Jabba do wonky.
Jabba Dabba Doo. Jabba Dabba
Jabba
Doobies
Doo-
are the issue.
Jabba the Wonky. Yeah.
Jabba do wonky.
Just the no bam.
Most fantastic fantasy hero in fiction. 9 super great titles.
Oh, there's that Batman again that my brother burned.
Yeah. That toy kit, model kit. Same here.
Do you know what happens to them when you burn them? They melt.
Yeah.
You get a big blob at the end of the day. I know.
Blob man.
Mhm. The blob. Steve McQueen.
Creepy Library has grown a little bit since issue 7. Now that we're on issue 27.
It's starting just a little bit.
Order them now. Yeah. $2.40 for a 1 year subscription. $2.40.
Wow. Sign me up.
Mostly Frazetta covers on all of these.
Yeah.
Classic.
There's a couple that aren't, but most of those are Frazetta.
Yeah. One last story. Ernie Colon. A lot of solid line work, a little bit of zip tone just to mix it up. Yeah. There's a reason this is the last story in the book. Yeah. Never had any appreciation for Ernie Colon until Amethyst.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Didn't he ink Buscema on Conan a couple of times?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
sure.
Yep, he did.
He got around to a lot of different people. Did a lot of work for Harvey Comics for many, many years. Doing Richie Rich and hot stuff.
Forgive the naivete, but what is he a relation? And if so, what relation to Gene?
None.
None.
They spell it different as well. This guy spells it O-N. Colon is A-N. Gene Colon.
Gotcha.
So it's totally different.
That's what
I always have a problem spelling their last name correctly. So Ernie's, I always end up putting an A in, and Gene's, I always end up putting an O in.
Yeah. Reversing them. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's very odd artwork, isn't it?
It's very different from the rest of the stuff we're looking at. He's much more stylized. Like he's heavily stylized.
It's almost as if it's set apart from the others because this one is sort of sci-fi, where the others were more Terran, you know?
Sort of grittier, weren't they?
They ran all sorts of different stories as long as there was a little horror element to it in one form or another. After a while, Eerie ended up picking up a lot of the more science fiction type stuff and started running more IPs through the magazine. The thing with the Warren publications, though, is they'd run an IP for 4 to 6 chapters and then kill them. Kill the character off.
Oh,
so
set him on
just
fire
to be
and burn him
different
in the street.
from Marvel and DC. Here's all the stories you're going to get out of us. Boom, character's dead.
Yeah, but in comics that rarely means anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they'll be back in 2 weeks.
Right. I love this one cartoon meme I saw where Deadpool is calling, I think it's Cyclops, asking for help. He's like, is Nightcrawler around? No, I'm sorry, he's dead right now. What about Shadowcat? Nope, she's dead right now too. And then he says, did you lock your keys in the car again, Deadpool? Maybe.
More model kits.
Oh, those are awesome.
Old style Aurora kits here.
Those look like fun.
Pick them up for a whopping $1.20. It looks like a piece.
Oh my gosh.
Get
a giant Frankenstein pinup.
6 feet tall. Look at that.
6 feet tall.
Is that Jack Davis?
That is Jack Davis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Fantastic.
Back issues of Eerie available.
Why don't you have these valuable back issues?
Got to have them for your private magazine collection. Yeah. Then, of course, they're offering a specialty poster in the back. They put your picture in the middle. Large group of monsters is our leader.
Hey, look at me.
Oh, that's great.
For the premium price of $3.95, you can get a large poster to hang in your bedroom.
Is that strip of panels across the top there the continuation of the interior story?
No, it's a kid walking into a room and seeing his poster on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Turn any snapshot into your very own monster giant poster. Yeah.
That kid's got some. He's looking smart, isn't he, with his tie tucked in, and look at him.
Yeah. Hey, look at me. Yeah.
Who drew that at the top?
It looks like Grandinelli.
Yeah,
Let's see what that
it's
says.
kind of classic looking, isn't it?
Very
Yeah.
much so.
No, I can't read it. Ruben, maybe. Don't know if you can see it.
I can't watch when you do that. You're giving me a headache.
Sorry.
Yeah, right? Out of focus, in focus, out of focus, in focus.
Focus, damn you.
It doesn't want to.
Doesn't want to.
No.
Well,
We'll never know.
let me take a look at it under my other.
Oh,
Let me
pull
take
out
my other
some
glasses
theories
back
that
on here.
If you take a
Randy
picture of it
Deli.
with your phone, then you can blow it up.
Yeah. Well, while we do that, says 1968 Blue Ribbon Promotions. That's what it says. There's no artist
Oh.
signature there.
Hmm.
That's what that says.
It was sadly unfortunate.
Folks, I want to thank you. We've been looking at Creepy issue number 27 along with Creepy issue number 7. What a great set of books. What a lot of fun.
Mm.
Dark Horse is currently kicking these out in reprint archives. So if you want to get a good copy of these without having to pay premium magazine prices, you can check over there and see how far they've gotten in reprinting their archive books. But I would highly recommend them. They're all great reading. Lots of fun, lots of great talent on these books. Just phenomenal stuff. Whoop. Earthquake. Sorry.
In the reprints that they're doing, Randy, are those like bookshelf format where they're square bound?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Because I'd really like to start collecting like square bound editions of books that I missed out on when I was a kid.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them out there. Just have to know where to look. So you get some companies like IDW and Fantagraphics that are still kicking out reprint collections here and there.
Okay. My son got me the George Perez omnibus when he and Busiek did Avengers Volume 3.
Okay.
Which started out with Morgan Le Fay as their enemy.
Yep.
So it's somewhat recent, but man, is it just the most beautiful art.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
all those floppies.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with George. Nope.
That was the main reason I bought it. It was George Perez.
Yeah.
Want to thank everybody for watching. We need to duck out here and deeply appreciate you. Brian, Dojo Kun, why don't you tell folks how they can find you and what you have going on?
Well, they can find me on Twitter at Dojo Kun Comics. I have a website that's dojokuncomics.wixsite.com/Dojo Kun Comics. And what's going on right now is I have a live campaign for my exclusive licensed adaptation of The Healing Wars by Janice Hardy. It's a trilogy. It's all ages. That doesn't mean for kids. It means all ages. And it's a blast to put that together. It's on both Kickstarter and on Fund My Comic. You can just search for Shifter and find me in either location. And we'd love to have your backing. And if not your backing, when you see me tweet out about this, retweets are always appreciated to get new eyes. So thank you.
Cool, yeah. Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can find... Oh, I'm over here. You can find me at russleach.com. I'll just share these with you. Where are we? Present. Share screen. There it is. Share that screen. You can find me at russleach.com. You can go there and check out all my social media connections. There's a piece of artwork up every day over on Instagram.
Look at that great cover.
You can get links there to Amazon and Barnes & Noble for Only Death Can Save Us, which is also coming to a comic shop near you soon, as it's getting diamond distribution. And the most important thing is sign up to my email list so I can fill you in on all the latest info as Randy and I put together The Shadow Kingdom, which is by Robert E. Howard and is now in public domain, which is why we're doing it, because we love it so much and we love Mr. Howard. And here's some of the artwork from it. These are traditional inks. Oh, no, that's Doctor Who. There's a traditional inks. There you go.
That was Doctor Who.
What's going on?
Yeah, there we are.
There was Doctor Who back there. So It's
In the
it's
background right there.
yeah, it's definitely a love letter to the kind of stuff Randy and I love. So find out more, go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list. There you go.
It's as faithful of an adaptation as possible of the great Robert E. Howard short story, The Shadow Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's looked to be the first American sword and sorcery tale, the one that started the genre. So also the first appearance of shape-shifting lizard people.
Lizard people.
So yeah, we hope you get over there, russleach.com to sign up for that and take a good look at the great stuff. You'll see a lot more about that as we go along and get that campaign up and rolling.
When is it going to start, that campaign? Do you know?
Hopefully first quarter of 24.
Yeah,
Right.
no, it will be. It will. The artwork will be finished before the end of the year. So
Right. So
Who knows? Who knows when the idiot letterer will get it done though?
So you're talking about March. You're talking about March time.
Well, yeah, February, March, because there's no point in putting it up January 1st because nobody's got any money. It's just after
Yeah,
Christmas.
that's right.
And then all the bills come in February.
We might launch in February, or it might just be March 1st. It might just sell for March 1st. In the meantime, after that, because I'll have the artwork finished and done, I'll be putting together Only Death Can Save Us 3. So
Nice.
Okay.
One of these days, I want to do Shadow of the Vulture. I want to adapt that story. I think that'd be great.
Which one is that?
Robert E. Howard is basically where he created Red Sonja,
Okay, yeah.
the Turkish fantasy.
I'm pretty sure that's in
like
public domain.
It's not fantasy; it's historical fiction.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really want to do that to draw the actual Red Sonja.
That'd be cool.
I have no
Allison-
problem with Red Sonja. I just want to do the one Howard created.
Yeah. Allison, tell folks how they can find you.
Well, you can find me right here every Friday at 3 p.m. With Arting with the Alley Cat, with my Orange Menace, Hobbs. And I've been working on my manga, Stray Cat, which when I get it finished, I'll have an exclusive cover by the great David Finch.
There you are.
Wow. Yeah.
Cool.
Great. Fantastic.
That's a good get.
Yeah.
He's a good friend.
Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
Yeah, you can get me on these podcasts Fridays and Sunday. You can get me on New Haven Publishing, where you can get my book about my visit to see Jack Kirby. Lots of photographs and interview with Jack in there. You can find me in the pages of my magazine Comics Unlimited, which is I guess it's quarterly now. I'm not quite sure. I keep slipping behind in the publication dates. I'm working on issue 14 now. We've got lots of stuff in there about Doctor Who. Some guy called Russ Leach is in there as well. He doesn't know it yet, but he will be.
he's rubbish.
And, he's going to supply me a lot of work. A lot of artwork.
I got an Akira article I'm working on for you.
And you can also get my stuff on Amazon, and I've also got a book, a Hatch annotated book of my cartoon character on Fund My Comic right now. So you can get me, just Google my name and you'll find it where you can get me. I've got lots of books out there.
There you go.
There's lots of stuff to look at.
Cool. Folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work over at aerocomics.store, where you can find such works as, he said, reaching for the small stack of comics, like The Fool, which is it's urban vigilante character. I don't think that's available at the store just yet because we're fulfilling the rest of the campaign right now. But it will be over there shortly. There's also Paragon, which is another superhero story I'm very proud of. Nice twist ending on. I can't recommend that enough, with artwork by J.R. Harris. Calico Shard by artwork by the great C. Michael Lanning. It's a high fantasy tale, another story I'm really fond of. And Herobot Zero, which is a book I did primarily on my own, about a 3-foot-tall giant robot defending his city from large menaces. So as long as he can do it on the clock and get time and a half for overtime. There are 2 issues of Herobot Zero over at aerocomics.store available now. The second issue with a cover by somebody named Scott Rosen, who most of the time is not here. So
He ditches us.
he ditches us.
Yep.
The
He's
Scarlet
like,
Never sends flowers, never calls.
I know. Never.
he's just
Never
like,
does
screw
that.
you guys. I don't need you.
It's like Cartman.
That's
That's
him
him
now on
now.
the phone. He's
Right,
ringing
we got to
now.
run.
Okay.
We'll see everybody soon. Next Comics by Night, 5 a.m. Friday. We'll be live then. Oh, and if you get a chance this weekend to swing by the Grand Rapids Comic Con over in Grand Rapids, it's actually held in Grand Rapids this time. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be there, and I'll be moderating some panels. I'll be set up as Zero Comics. We'll be selling books there as well. So
I think Scott Rosen's going to that, isn't he?
I think so. He normally does those. Yeah. I haven't talked to Scott in a little while, so I don't know if he's going to be there or not.
Nobody has.
I got
He's
I have
just
Rhode
been
Island
gone.
Comic Con this weekend, so I might be
At
able
where?
to- Rhode Island Comic Con this
Oh,
weekend.
cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Gonna
Folks,
crack
Sunday
them.
morning, we'll be back at 9 a.m. We've got a book of Ditko that we're going to be looking at. We'll be recorded for that too, so the chat won't be open, but please play nice. So play
Everybody be
nice
nice.
in the chat.
See ya.
Yep.
You watching.
Buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours.
Especially
and
ours.
try to leave this business in better shape than what you found it. Remember, hating ain't creating. Get out there and do the work. So we'll see everybody soon. Take care.
That's what Dania.
The views and opinions expressed within the video content found on the Indie Comics Network are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Indie Comics Network or its sponsors. Have a question or comment for us to address on the show? Have a topic you want us to talk about? Email us at indiecomicsnetwork@gmail.com. Want your comics to arrive in pristine condition? Head over to GeminiComicSupply.com and save 10% on your next Gemini mailer order or anything in the Gemini Comics Supply store. Use coupon code RAGIN10. That's RAGIN 10.
Oh, you silly, simple bastard.
Well, looks like Brian ditched us.
Well, I hit it and it didn't switch over. Here we go.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get